What's up, Misfits, and welcome back to another walkthrough guide for the main storyline of Watch Dogs Legions. In this video, we're going to be finishing up the Albion chapter True Colors, starting with the submission, Stoking the Fires. This is the second to last mission in the main storyline of Watch Dogs Legions, so let's jump into it. First up, you'll need to meet with the Albion informant located in the Tower Hamlets. Fast travel there and locate the NPC's favorite watering hole. Once there, you've got a cinematic to enjoy.
Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we?
Really, Bags? Now, does that sound like me at all?
After that, you'll use the information you've gained to head to the attack site to investigate the scene. I commandeered one of the news drones once I got there to set all of the environmental traps before my spy operative, and of course her silenced pistol, set out to clean up all the Albion scum. Bagley needs you to fire up a terminal so he can start an AR reconstruction. You're gonna head back to the center of the location and trigger the AR reconstruction. You'll have 2 points to investigate: the driver and then the underside of the truck that flipped.
Look at that. Albion trucks with black boxes on the other.
This location has 2 audio files, a suitcase, and some tech points shown here. Next up is the submission Nigel's Close Shave. Head to the City of London to search for evidence at Tone. You'll recognize this location from an earlier mission. I called in a construction drone and flew it into the accident site. As usual, I like to trigger as many environmental traps and turn this turret on its masters. From there, things got a little bit hairier for me, but nothing that Jeanette Bond and her silenced pistol couldn't handle. Search for the evidence on the truck. After some analysis from Bagley, he's going to ask you to examine the driver's corpse, which is located in one of 3 yellow-tinted Tone sites. Once you found him, leave the area and move on to the next mission. The next submission is Defanging the Flock. Head over to the Themis at Tower Bridge on the east side of the map. Once there, you'll have 2 comms encryptors that you need to disable. I use the scaffolding just to climb to the top of the bridge and the comms targets. You're going to have a number of ETO skimmers and guards in the interior levels that you have to deal with, but if you made it this far in the game, you've really got no trouble dispatching these fascist goons. Work your way to each comms encryptor using whatever methods you feel most comfortable with.
One down. Now on to the next.
Once you've disabled most, you'll need to head back to the central terminal to upload the Themis virus. Start the upload. You're going to be tasked with staying near the terminal, fighting off drones until the upload is complete. This mission is significantly easier if you have the ability to disable riot drones and hack counterterrorism drones. Be careful where you move because the range distance on the virus terminal is pretty small. This is one of the times that having a little bit more firepower than a pistol is useful, so you might consider something like the Hitman operative. Once the virus is uploaded, all you need to do is escape the area. Your next submission is Justice for Claire, so head back to the safe house for a team briefing. Head over to the recording studio at Freight 1 in the Tower Hamlets. You can access the area using your spider bot, or you can just use the one that spawns on the map. Once inside, you'll be looking for clues to Claire's murder. There are 3 different clues that you need to check out. Here they are. Next up, you're headed to find some recording equipment just down the road in the City of London. The recording equipment is on the 2nd level, so you'll activate the download. This is going to trigger an alarm, and you'll just need to defeat waves of thugs while you wait for the download to complete. Once done, head to the ground terminal to review the evidence. Once that's complete, it's on to your subtask located at Piccadilly Circus. Here, you're supposed to watch for Hamish's surprise. Just wait on the steps and you'll trigger the cinematic.
London, you've been lied to. Nigel Cass and his Albion peacekeepers intend to permanently control this city.
The ideal targets are the Tone Conference, Parliament and King's College Hospital.
Now it's time for the submission London's Protectors, which will have you confronting Nigel Cass face to face. Head over to the Tower Hamlets to break into the Tower of London and confront Cass. First up, you'll need to hack a security grid so you can access the tower's lift. The security terminal you need to access is a little military building on the southern side of the compound. You'll need an access key to get in, which can be downloaded from a laptop on the western side of the compound. There's an ETO safe located here also. Once you've accessed the security terminal, head to the northern part of the compound to trigger the lift and head to Nigel's bunker. Be careful of the mines located here. Once you trigger the lift, you cannot change your operative, so make sure that you've got the person you feel most comfortable with in combat here, and I recommend using somebody with a little bit of firepower. This is probably the heaviest combat mission you'll run into. First up, you'll need to destroy Nigel's prototype drone, which is an absolute tank. In addition to the drone, you'll have waves of guards to deal with, all the while completing circuit puzzles to overload the prototype drone, which reveals its weak spots to give you a chance to do some real damage to it. You'll need to complete 3 separate circuit puzzles. I strongly recommend you use environmental traps to help you control the flow of the guards. I focused on dropping the roaming guards before I really focused on the circuit puzzles.
The EMP weakens the drone's armor. Attack.
Once you've dropped the drone, you'll have an armored and invisible Nigel Cass to deal with, who's actually not that difficult to eliminate. Hit him with some headshots, and you'll trigger the cinematic. Once the cinematic finishes, it will automatically transfer you out of the bunker, and there you have it. You've completed the Albion chapter, and you only have 1 mission left in the Watch Dogs Legion main storyline.
I'm impressed. Think your little resistance is ready to be London's protectors?
Taking you out seems like a pretty good start.
Oh, it's a thankless burden, and the people will hate you for it in the end.
Well, Misfits, you're doing your sovereign duty of battling fascism on the British Isles. Albion CEO has taken his last breath, and you're hot on the tail of 0 Day. Hopefully you've enjoyed this walkthrough guide. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. If you enjoy these type of gaming videos, consider subscribing to the channel. If this was your first time stopping by, thank you for spending some time with the Misfits today, and all my other Misfits out there. Take care.